He is someone who overcame the tight grips of darkness and structured the mind to think positive, which in turn had him truly live life to its best potential. And if he can do it, anyone can. For 1 hour of your time, he's going to attempt in making you think in an even better way about living life. So I introduce you tonight, Christopher Jay Agudo.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you. So give yourselves a round of applause for being here and for being alive. You deserve it. Let's go.
Yeah. Woo!
It says, I deserve to live life to its best potential. I want everybody to look to the left, right, in front of them, behind them, diagonally, and tell that next person, I deserve to live life to its best potential.
I deserve to live life to its best potential.
That's right, that's right. It feels good to say it. I can hear a lot of laughter. That's what I'm talking about. I am going to live life to its best potential. Can we do that?
I'm going to live life to its best potential.
There we go, there we go. I'm cool with that. Are you cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
All right, let's get started. Now, we always, we want change. If we're in a rut, if we're feeling down, if we're feeling mad, sad, negative, whatever, we want to change that. And then I always get the question, well, how do I change? What can I do? What does it mean to change? Well, and that really is the core elements into change. You have to have that. Once I got the idea living is so big embedded into my mind and I started thinking about that, I literally started transitioning from the depressed, angry, sad Christopher at 17 into this person that I am today. If someone that was so depressed, like myself at 17, wanting to end my own life and attempting to, can change to the person that I am today, anyone can do it. You just truly, truly got to acknowledge and realize that living is so big. Realize that if you have a heartbeat, you have a purpose. It can take you anywhere you want to go. It can take you very, very far. It's just if you're willing to realize that living is so big. And to know that those 4 simple words are the driving force behind my thought process, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel healthy. It can do the same thing for you if you truly, truly want that. What you input can affect you into how you feel. And that's the comparison. Bring it to your mind. Bring it to your thoughts. You continuously input into your mind the idea that you are small, that life isn't worth living. You continue to think that way about yourself, continue to degrade, continue to insult yourself, whatever. You continue to bring that input, you're going to feel that way. And none of you, none of us, nobody deserves to feel that way. Absolutely zilch. That does not need to happen. So choose to input things that make you feel good. Choose to input that dose of positivity. Choose it because you're in control of your life, as I am for myself. And how you can form the habits with your emotion into actually feeling good about yourself. Practice with music. Have that boss music, which is that music you listen to, that athletes listen to, and they start getting pumped up. You have them all on the bus going to their track meet, and they all put on some, I don't know, some TI or something that makes you feel good. And you start bouncing, you're like, yeah, we got to do it. And everyone's like all going crazy, and they're going left and right, high fives, we got this, guys, we got this. And then you have sign music, that music that makes you emotionally feel like you just want to go up and go into a corner and crawl up into a ball and cry for years on end because it makes you feel that way. Emotionally, it brings you down like that. What do I mean exactly? Up next is about form. You feel a certain way and you start thinking negatively like, oh, I gotta do my bills and I got homework and Some people turn into the Hulk and they're just like in their heads like poof, and then they feel really bad. Be aware of your thoughts. When you start getting thoughts that do not affect you positively or do not make you feel good, choose to be like, no, I don't like this thought. Get out of here. Be the boss of your life because you control it. You can just simply grab that thought, throw it in the trash. And yeah, be a broken record. That means being persistent. Be persistent with the idea of wanting to feel good about yourself, empowering yourself. Be a broken record. Who cares what anyone else thinks? Let me give you an example. There was this video on YouTube that I saw maybe, and you push as hard as you can to get to that finish line because you want to get that first place. You want to get that trophy. You want to feel that. You want to be on stage and you want to be introduced and get that trophy handed to you. And you want to put it up in the air. What am I getting to here? Think of it this way. The finish line vibe. I'm going to make a stand. I'm going to be on stage with that trophy. I'm going to feel good because I can. I have that power. Every single one of us, every single person, all of you, have that finish line vibe in your head. The action that's occurring here. I'm so embarrassed. That is the problem. Number one, foremost. How do you combat that? And first of all, what am I talking about? Why is being embarrassed a problem? When it comes down to your life, when it comes down to how you feel, being embarrassed is the culprit. That is the problem. Why? Because I was embarrassed to speak up. I wasn't brave enough to speak up. I couldn't get help because, you know what? That would show my weakness. I would have been weak. I would have been that weak person if I were to get some help. If I were to speak up and say, you know, hey, I'm feeling this way. No, that wasn't the case. I was embarrassed. Because of that, I wasn't speaking up. I wasn't brave enough to want to change. That is the problem. Your experiences, do not be embarrassed about what you have been through because you are the change in this world that this world is looking for. So how do you combat being embarrassed? Just make the choice. And it sounds like, are you kidding me? You just make the choice? There's got to be something else to it. No. Oh, I see one right here. There you go. Come up here. Number 2, anyone else? I see you over there. Come on. Number 3, I see you. Number 4, your hands up, sir. Come up. Number 5, that was real fast. Awesome. Number 6, I see you in yellow. Number 7. Number 8. I see you over there, sir. Number 9. Boom. And number 10. You got a number 10? Number 10. There you go. Good number. And what you can do from that point, after you answer it, I want you to say, living is so big, and mean it, because it is true. Is it true?
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Big.
Living is so big. Living is so big.
Yep.
Living is so big.
Living is so big.
Yeah.
Living is so big. Living is so big. Living is so big.
Yep.
Living is so big.
That's right.
Living is so big.
Living is so big.
All right. Give them all a round of applause.
I want everyone on the count of 3, as loud as you can, say living is so big, so this whole Emporia can hear us. 3, 2, 1.
Living is so big!
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
You see, and the biggest question that comes to me from various angles is, but don't you get tired of doing that? And the thing is, no. I never get tired doing what I do. I will continue speaking. I will continue being who I am until the day that I can't be anymore, until the day that I can't walk, until the day that I can't talk, until the day I don't have a functioning brain or mind. Until that day, I will put 150% into being the best me that I can be, into leading by example, into going places and speaking. So there's not ever a moment where I'm thinking, oh, well, I don't know if I should do this anymore. There's never that moment, because this right here, this fuels me. This is my passion, going out and actually speaking to the masses, being able to make a change, know that I put my all into being able to change people and their mindsets for the better. That right there, that's that fuel. And it gives me hope to know that people react in a positive light, and because of what I say and what I offer to people, it does change people for the better. So I will continue doing what I do, and I don't foresee myself ever stopping until the day where everyone on this planet is actively feeling good about their lives, is actively feeling good about life, is actively feeling good about themselves, can actively appreciate themselves and their lives, until this whole planet is encapsulated with the idea of human beings being at peace with themselves and with others. It's pretty intense when you think about it, but to be honest, that's what fuels me. So I will continue going out there and speaking, because I know what I say does have an effect of change upon the people that listen to it. So that right there, that question, don't you ever want to stop? Never. Never. And I'll keep doing this until the day that I can't. But you gotta remember, living is so big. You gotta remember, time is not money. Time is the heart beating. You gotta remember that if you have a heartbeat, you have a purpose. And when you fully take that into account, and when you fully embrace yourself with that and encapsulate yourself in that, that's when you realize that every second is worth living. Every second should be cherished, And from that moment onward into eternity, when you truly have that mindset, you'll realize it. Not only will you realize it, but others will notice that you realize it by the way that you speak, by the way that you act, and by the way that you portray yourself. So it's a lot of fun being able to go out and speak, and I will never stop it. This, to me, is my passion as an artist is to painting. And it's something that just brings me a lot of joy. So I hope that made sense. You can let me know what you think, but yeah, I just had to say that.